Welcome to our quarterly meeting. For those who are new, we try to do this once every quarter. The last one was in October, so we're in January now. And just to give you an update, first of all, on our different sites and what we're doing. Karthik will update you on India. I'm going to give the presentation for France because Francois Savizier is in a meeting with a client today, and then we'll give you an overall picture of how we're doing as a company. Okay, so this should be the USB port.
It is full, I think. We can remove this.
Okay, so as I said, this is a presentation for France. So in the last quarterly meeting, this is Francois Savizier. He started the business in September. We opened the office in July. We got our first business in France in September, Grenoble. There we were using one employee plus 3 external contractors. Since then, we've also started a project in TVS in Sofia. We've taken on our second employee, and we've joined the R&D cluster in Minologic in Grenoble, which gives us a few additional benefits in terms of tax and the ability to work with local companies there. In terms of our communications in France, we've done a few technical papers. I'll come back to technical papers because it's an important part of the way we market TVS. But we've done papers at IPSOC, which is a large conference, European conference, which is held in Grenoble every year. It's mainly about design IP. And we had 2 papers accepted there, one on interconnect verification, specific challenges of how to do interconnect verification, and another paper on how application and agile philosophy to hardware verification. We're also submitting papers to SNUG on Verification Academy, which is mental. We ran the IBI Club, which is based in Grenoble. We hosted the European DV Club. The last event was on Monday last week, Monday the 14th, and that was on open source verification tools. We also started with Verilator as the main speaker there. We get people in Grenoble coming to that, and we're going to start opening it in Sofia as well. It's a very good marketing tool for us. We've done a few DV clubs in India as well. I think the last one we had 150.
Yeah, next for them.
So we also had verification futures, which was also held in France. I'll talk a bit about that later. So these are the active leads. An update on the French active leads. So ST Micro is the big dominant force inside France. ST Microelectronics are a customer of us in India, customer of us in Italy. Computers here. Yeah, he's part of it.
Just joining.
And we have somebody working in Italy for ST. We have project running in France for ST, project running in Bristol for ST, project running in India for ST. Intel Mobile Communications. So Intel Mobile are a customer in Germany and India. We're trying to get them as a customer in France as well. ST Ericsson is a company with a lot of difficulties. So no budget at the moment. TI, I guess you heard TI is shutting down OMAP, which has impacted France quite a lot. In Sofia, it means there's a flood of people onto the market as well, which is disrupting the market a bit. I think similar to TI in India, they're shutting down OMAP, which puts a lot of engineers into the market. Cowway is a startup in Grenoble. Hopefully we're going to start some consultancy work for them in the Q1. They're also looking for a demo of a shore sign. Come back to a shore sign. and a couple of companies in Paris. So, and these are the real opportunities. Although there's a lot of companies we're talking to, these are the main opportunities here. Most of it's about VIP for S2 Canodal. Our competitor with that is Cadence. In the first round we beat Cadence, but they want to go through the process again, so we have to see if we can beat Cadence for the second time. And ST Secure, some low-level firmware testing. So just a quick geography lesson in case you don't know anything about France. France is on the map here. It's a big company inside Europe, close to the UK. I think that the closest point is about 20 miles, but separated by sea. NXP are based up here. NXP are a big customer of ours. Echo are based here. Toulouse, there's a cluster around Airbus, which is a big aeronautical firm. If you've heard of Boeing, Airbus is the European equivalent. Freescale, Thales, a big engineering company. Aix-en-Provence, there's a smart card there. Sophia, south of France, where there's a big cluster of companies, Texas Instruments and so on. Grenoble is dominated by ST microelectronics. He's crossed off ST Ericsson. I don't think they're dead yet. So I think he's maybe a bit too early in crossing them off. In Paris, this is the capital of France. So, no prospects. So these are the objectives for Q1. So you're going to present your objectives. Basically, every site, every country now has got an objective. So we move it to objectives and targets. And that turnover to 2014, all coming out of France. Okay. So there are the objectives for France. Okay. I think we're going to switch now. I guess we can ask questions. Any questions? Well, you put your hand up.
Last night there was a figure.
There was a figure.
It's 50 GBP. 50K. 50K.
Yes, I think K. There's a K. I think 250.
No.
Right, it's too easy. It's too easy. So yeah, he may be trying to make his objective easier. But, yeah, lost both. Sarah, do you know if there's any questions from the remote sites?
Everybody's unmuted. If you have a question, then you can ask. I don't think there are any questions, Mike.
Okay. So we'll hand over to Tafik.
So, in general about...
You have to speak about that.
Can you hear me here? Yeah. The others can hear me, right? Sarah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can all hear you. Thanks, Karthik.
Okay. So today we were at NXT in the morning. Currently we have about 7 people working on 3 projects at NXT. They are positive about the whole team they have at the moment, and they are asking us to be registered as a local vendor within India also for supplying additional contractors, and they are expecting more business out of them. We have talked to them about assured sign also, and the key thing is they have given some specific individual feedback which we will discuss with the team. But there is a lot of potential for NXP to grow. Globally, for us to get business directly in India, as well as Mike is pursuing NXP in Germany. There are 3 different business units, and we are going behind the identification business unit, which has the near field communications like smart cards, RFID, type of, so it's all small devices and the smart card controllers. So, and they are trying to make India as the center for verification excellence. So they're trying to have a strategy of moving stuff from their legacy database into UVM and system catalog based verification. So we have an opportunity there. So NXP is one of our major customers which we are supporting from here. Atlantic has not grown much, but they have extended Bharat until March, and SureSign has, from the last time we had the meeting, they have grown quite a bit. Right now they have about 60 people. Right now there is a lot of confidence in the product, so it is upon me to start marketing the tool from Q1 in India so that we can see new customers for SureSign in India. In India, the license deals happen in such a way that the tool is being evaluated here, but finally the licenses will come from Europe or UK because the decisions are made. But at least the users, majority of the users for the tool will be in India and all the major semiconductor companies. And Mike, you want to talk to the opinion? So they're planning to sign a 3-year deal here, extending the license. And ST Micro, we have completed the SPDIF TDM EVC development. We have done 2 EVCs for them, and I think we have a couple of issues there regarding these which we would like to resolve before we go back to them and ask for more EVCs. We have done CPU, GPU verification. They had 6 people there, and it's completing by the end of January. Because they have done a good job. We are meeting with that team day after tomorrow. And right now they are in the knowledge transfer and support phase of the project. And Kapil and Kasu are working out of ST Catania and Italy. They are also working on EVC level. They have done a good job, but we have had some visa issues which we are trying to sort out there. And Bristol, we are starting 4 new people from January on a new 6-month contract for ST Bristol. I think that's been going on for the last 3 years, and right now we have replaced 4 of our guys with the other contractors we use from other companies. We have replaced 4 of our own people. And for TI, we have become a registered vendor in India, and also we have delivered the System C TLM 2.0 to low scores. It was delivered by David Long, and it happened in the same hotel. And they are very happy with the training they received. And I think originally it was from the last slide. All the 3 VIPs were planned out of Chennai, but right now we have Ethernet, which is being developed for Aldec out of Bangalore. SPI 4.2 and C6 is being developed out of Chennai. We are expecting that to complete by end of February. This Aldec project is a very unique one actually. In terms of, it has everything. It has C++, system catalog, and UVM. And the team is trying to put together this VIP, which is all synthesized into VIP also. I mean, like the complete VIP can be synthesized into a FPGA, and it can be run on an emulation box. I mean, we will soon have a white paper on that so that you also can understand what was done on the project. And I think as an action item, Shiva and Shaker should write a paper on that. This is being actually done for Aldec. Aldec's end customer is TCS, and TCS end customer is DRDO. Actually, this project is being implemented in DRDO Hyderabad. It's a big project, and they're doing a big communication switch where it's going to be part of an ASIC, but initially they're doing the FPGA validation. Intel Mobility, we have Jesu, Sanjay and Balaji. The first project is completed and they have started the second one. Amit is happy to extend and he's given us another opportunity also. We're trying to place a few more contractors. And we have started our engagement in Sweden. We have one guy who was started at Ericsson in Sweden who are third party customers. NVIDIA, yeah, we won the PO, we have to send the people. It's not started. Another people reach UK, so NVIDIA, I think the Chennai team, that was the first project we started in Chennai, September 2011. We did 3-4 VIPs for them, and right now we are sending 4 consultants on site to NVIDIA in UK, and a couple of them will be doing UVM based verification, and 2 other software contractors will be writing. That's another thing, like we are using pure software, embedded software professionals to write C-based test cases, and also we will be doing a little bit of RTL debug. The same C test cases will be used for validation in FPGA. So some of the pipeline which we have received from UK and Europe, and also NXP India. NXP India, immediately they need one FPGA validation resource. We have a person attending an interview tomorrow. We have 2 UVM SysV requirements, immediate requirements. And NXP Hamburg requires 2 smart card verification engineers. They call it as smart card verification engineers, but its general skill set is verification. But they need people who know the NFC technologies. And ARM UK has come up with 3 SysV UVM requirements and 1 senior level system level test. Display Link was there, but we have lost it. And ST Micro, we have given 2 proposals. That is through France. I think you would have seen this already in the France proposal. And Ericsson Sweden, I checked with Johan before coming. He still lives. So we're going to send some. And we have sent a code for Micron UK. That is for 2 engineers on site at UK. So they are actually primarily a VHDL verification based company, which is focusing on PCI Express. And they want people short term and long term to focus on. They have a complex system level FPGA environment for which they need system level of UVM based verification environment. They have been doing verification VHDL, but they want a system level of UVM based verification environment where we have to develop the complete scoreboard, monitor for the protocol. It will not be staged, it will be Aurora based because they're using the Xilinx platform to start with. So their logic all will be tested with Aurora interface. So they need people for 10 months, next 10 months to build this complex verification environment. So the type of work we are getting is all very niche. It's not just legacy based. That people are coming to us for the newer technologies, so the brand is well established. One thing is of a concern is there is less and less pipeline in terms of sales opportunities in India, which I will be primarily addressing. Since we are now so enough to support operations. That's as far as in pipeline. Finally, we have Wiki and Godzilla, and also the intranet will be part of the Wiki, and we will be shortly releasing all of your user logins and IDs, and we'll have an intranet where you can download all the HR policy, internet policy, laptop usage policy, leave policy and stuff. And also project-based Wiki will be there where you can share your knowledge. And then general verification topics also will be as part of it where we can discuss. So we will shortly give you a sample page of how we enter the information into Wiki. Myself and Krishna are working on that, and we will release that by this week so that everybody can have access. Okay. And we are planning to start an office in Florida as part of supporting Peace Care MSC. So that's as part of the infrastructure. And I think already a lot of you guys are accessing the servers from home, the Dell servers using via VPN and VNC and stuff like that. Most of you are able to access from home. You are getting that facility, but it's not yet ready. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we have to go behind. An employee count of 55 for the Q1, wherein we have to have 40 people built in UK and 40 people built in India. These are revenue targets. And at the end of next quarter, what we have achieved, we will actually put it and show it to you. So critical, we have somewhat achieved the build in UK part, but build in India part is really weak. So that's a big major challenge for us. So that's something which we are working on. And we are also bringing in Shyam, who's here. Yeah, he's there. So he's joining us pretty soon to help us on the newer marketing activities, improving the sales pipeline, and also we'll be looking at Singapore for future growth, or supporting from the Indian office, and also trying to improve our capabilities on the FP&A areas, which are areas that if we address, there is higher chances of, and possibilities of increasing the revenue. And we have identified certain VIP domains wherein we have to enter and then make our investments into developing those VIPs so that we can get revenue and sales opportunities. So we will present a VIP strategy video also as part of it. And some of you have been actively trying to participate in trying to learn the system dialog and UVM language, as well as developing some VIP components. Like some of them have been involved in UART and APP, and now we have started the BP activity. So if there is some extra time for you guys, you could start looking at that as an additional work which you have. And also there is some extra efforts you can put into like at least this is what I'm looking from the senior verification folks, where they can help us with the process definition, writing papers. I mean, today at NXP they wanted a training manual sort of thing where they can get tickle training, Unix training, because people are aware of those things before they do like a 1 week ramp up before we put them on. We started that paper a little bit. I think they want us to be more proactive. I think Nitin wants to review that. And also Jason and Sanjay promised from feature list extraction. We need to have a module so that people can read that, and then a lot of them are new. The young guys who are trying to learn the things, so we should have. I think we have already started system training, which Jace was doing in Chennai, Shekhar was doing it in Bangalore, and I think Maru is going to do it for the next week. So these are some of the training initiatives which we have taken. And, so this is last time we had a target of getting to 50. They're already there. So end of the year we have to be 150. And we are a little bit weak on this last item. We are looking for somebody who can deliver professional training on system development, system C and all this. We need somebody with 10, 12 years of experience, but somebody who has passion for training, who knows verification very well. So if you come across anybody, then there is a referral bonus as you already know. But that is something which we are lacking. If we do that, we can be very competitive in the Indian market to offer this training ourselves. We don't need to rely on European trainers to come in and do that. Right now we are handicapped. And to be very open, we lost the SanDisk UVM opportunity because of the price gap. So they needed UVM training. Somebody was offering it at half the price. Okay. And Yeah, today there was a request again for PCI Express and DDR3. I think there is capability for PCI Express within the team with the senior folks, but they're all tied up on projects, so we're not able to move forward in building the capability in terms of having the VIPs ready. I think it's a separate activity, but we are trying to find, as part of our strategic initiative, we are trying to find a partner who we can work with to develop this, and they can market our VIP and then we can market our VIP. So something of that sort of an arrangement so that we can get this developed at least at cost price, so that we can have this ready for future sales. And this was some of the goals which we set. We have Vikram in place for HR, and I think a lot of reviews are being done as part of the QMS process. And also we talked about the training, and I think freshers training, I think Shiva has taken up in Chennai, which we might start in April, and there is some groundwork being done on that. And lunch and learn and talks over webinar that's already happening for the system petroleum training. And the wiki part was a little bit delayed, but we are trying to finish that this week. Any questions you guys have? Chennai, I think somebody has joined from Noida also, right? Hello?
Prabhu is off.
Shall we unmute all of them?
So, sir,
Sarah, can you unmute all of them so that if there are any questions?
Sorry, yes, they're all unmuted. If anybody has questions, then please go ahead. I don't think you have any questions, Karthik.
Okay. Not yet. It's a possibility.
okay. So the final presentation now, and if there are any questions, there's a good chance now to ask questions. If you think this is something wrong in our strategy, something we're missing, something we can improve, something we don't do in the office, something will make your life easier, then let us know. Remember, I think last presentation, some of these suggestions. These are our core values: trust, innovation, success. So, I guess for some new people, so just to remind you of TVS, we started in 2008, headquartered in Bristol, offices in India, which is now Chennai, Bangalore, and Noida, as Carter mentioned, France, which is based in Grenoble, France in Germany. Germany's a virtual office which allows us to do visas, not quite as well as we anticipated, but we get visas in Germany. We have an umbrella company in Sweden which is now allowing us to supply engineers into Ericsson, which have a huge demand for people. We have partnerships in China, Taiwan, and Japan, which don't do very much at the moment. An office is planned for Italy and the United States. They're the ones we're actively pursuing. We've got 75 verification people engaged around the world now. Now I think we've demonstrated our ability to ramp up and ramp down. So, and it's quite impressive for this companies we work with. So I think our customer base is very strong. So I think you may have heard this before, but we only meet once a quarter, so it's useful just to say some of the same things each time. Our strategy is really to be recognised as experts in verification and software testing. So software testing is a small part. I think last time in October we had it in brackets. We are now trying to expand our software testing and actually going to start marketing ourselves as software testing. Now, we have a software test expert as part of the company now. He's working on the SureSign to do the SureSign QA. And we're going to try and leverage his experience and my experience. We've done some software testing to try and grow that. It's a huge market, software testing, but it's quite a competitive market. I think I said before, in hardware verification we tend to be horizontal, skills-based company. In software testing we have to be a little more verticalized in terms of applications. So that's the challenge. We are able to deliver tailored solutions for hardware verification and software testing. We've demonstrated that hardware verification, each of our customers, the projects are all different, and we deliver something slightly different to every customer. So we're very tailored for the customer needs. And we try to deliver more than just resources. So Trevor was asking about Micron. Micron is a new requirement. I was in the UK, based up in Manchester. I was there Friday in the snow. It's snowing in the UK, so it's snowing in Manchester. But their requirement is they have the VHDL test benches, and they're looking for a way for us to help them move away from direct VHDL tests to more of a constrained random environment, but in a step-by-step process. They can't just stop all their projects and suddenly go to UVM, and their engineers are all VHDL people. And the step from VHDL to UVM is a big step. So we have to take them in small steps and help them when they come to projects. And hopefully that will be, we've bid for the project, and hopefully they'll come back and negotiate on that. So some of the other, thinking about some of the other customers we have, SC for example, SC, the projects we're doing in India was part of a free project PO with ST, where we were doing CPU, GPU, subsystem verification. One project being done in India, one in France, two in France actually, and a bit of that in Bristol, so then geographical spread for them. We are able to deliver just more than just resources. That's what we try and sell to people. If you think about NXP, we're pushing out other service suppliers there because we do more than just sending people to NXP. They feel as though they get more value from TVS than the other service suppliers, which is why they're expanding with us. I think that we're trying to look at the smart plan. So it's important to promote and protect the brand. So how do we build the brand through thought leadership? So we do try to organise leading edge conferences. Verification Futures this year in Europe was held in Bristol, both the UK, France and Germany. It's probably the biggest verification conference in Europe now. And we run that, and all the major EDA vendors support it. Mentor, Synopsys, Cadence will support it, Aldec supporting it, Eve, now purchased by Synopsys support it. We have about 8 sponsors. They all support that. And already we're trying to get one in India in 2 months' time. Already Mentor and Aldec are the sponsors. We're trying to get Cadence and Synopsys where we can go ahead. DV Club I've spoken about, we hold that once a quarter in Europe. opportunistically in India at the moment, maybe you should be more structured. Multi-core is a software conference for multi-core devices. We've got leading edge papers, we've written a lot in India, a lot of papers in Europe as well. We presented at DVCon, which is the big verification conference in the US, DAC, which is the big worldwide design automation conference, DNR, automotive, US stuff. And we do client visits as well, so we were at SanDisk today doing a presentation on advanced verification techniques to SanDisk. We write a lot of blogs and we write a lot of stuff on LinkedIn. And if you look on our website, there's lots of papers which people can download. We'll talk a bit more about the website. Excellence in execution. I think we are getting better at our execution. NXP execution is going well. IMC execution is going well. Aldex seems to be going well. Historically, we've had some problems with offshore projects, but Aldex seems to be going it's more a customer problem than a supplier problem at the moment. And we do have to learn the lessons from failures, which we're trying to do. The suggestion scheme has been running a long time now. I won't ask you to read all those suggestions, but people are getting money. So everyone is getting money. So, but usually we do tie. We tie the money to make sure you do things. There's larger charge. The TVS. Large is not here tonight. He's trying to the UK tomorrow. So he comes tonight. So here's what I suggested. TVS stands for Trust, Innovation, Success. Trust, Innovation, Success. Jason for knowledge sharing sessions. Didn't get it yet. How that? Well, you said, there's an organiser. So once you've organised, you get the money.
I didn't get the approval.
So we don't just give the money away. Well, sometimes we do. So Sheila is in Chennai. She's hopefully spent £100 by now. Check out as well. Did you get yours yet? Okay. But they're there. The suggestions are there. Hopefully you can see them. There's a way also for you to tell us how to improve things and make sure things are really going forward. Sometimes a little bit slow, but December decision panel has to sit quite smooth. Okay, it's a bit of fun, but it is a way for you to tell us good ideas and get money for them as well. So the TVS Values, from large and a trust, innovation, success. This is probably the most important thing. Okay. Bad news, virtually every project is going to have bad news at some point. Okay. The project goes all the time, it's always doing good, always delivering on time. So if you know that something's going to go wrong, you have to explain to the customer as soon as possible and normally with a solution. Say that. Well, okay. So the bad news has to come as soon as possible, usually with a solution. So, and the customers appreciate that. What they don't appreciate is one day before delivery saying, we can't deliver. Or the day of delivery saying, we can't deliver. They would say, why didn't you tell me 2 or 3 weeks ago when you first found out? And we've made that mistake, I think, once or twice in the past. The people have been working 12-hour days to try and get the delivery and failing. The client said, but you told me 3 weeks ago I could have done something. If you fail on the last day, I can't do anything. So extra effort to try and deliver on time and then failure is not always the best way to do it. Okay. Sounds like a strange thing to say, but yeah. And that extra effort, unless it really does secure the delivery, if it doesn't, you have to tell the customer earlier. Innovation, always think better ways to deliver. We do quite a lot of innovation with some of our customers. And success. So if our customers are not successful, then they won't come back. they stop coming back. We've seen it with a couple of customers who haven't come back because they didn't think we made them successful. Good news is the major customers are coming back. To respond to some of the challenges, I think in October, I think Carthag's addressed some of these as well. Recruitment, we were struggling to get people in. It's a big fan, yeah. Yeah, it's a very easy man. So, but he's helped us a lot. We've got improved internal process. It wasn't just recruitment. Sometimes we were recruiting guys who were then saying, well, I'm not sure if I'm coming up, and that really makes it very painful for the customer. Because then they're expecting us to send a person, and the person, then we say we can't send them, and they say, why not? So that really does give a bad impression. So we've got processes that stop people backing out at the last minute. Bonus for employers. I think there's some people in the room who have voted bonus. Yeah. Shaker's got the bonus.
Yes.
Yeah, Shaker's got some money.
Did he give you some?
They are. But just to show people are getting money. The recruitment companies can sometimes charge a lot of money. And we renegotiate all our terms with recruitment. But we'd much rather give the money to you rather than to them. So we won't give you as much as we give them, but you get money. It really gets good money.
There are two advantages. One is that you know the person already.
Yeah.
You have worked with them before. It's much better than getting somebody.
So Carthag's just saying that it's an advantage because you also know the person. It's an advantage to TVS, and money comes to you as well. So, going pains. Also, I think this is an important point here about the TVS brand events. We are finding that more and more people just send in their CV to us. They've heard about TVS, they think it's a nice place to work, or one of their friends has mentioned it's a nice place to work, it's a good project, and they get a lot of CVs just coming in, which is good. Going pains, continued excellence in execution. We talked about that. QA processes are much better now. The company structure, I think, in October probably Carthag was rushed off his feet. So it's helping now in Bangalore. And the next step now is to allow Carthag to concentrate on the pipeline to make sure there's a good pipeline in India. In terms of Carthag's targets, he said about being built in the UK. That doesn't mean the people are working in the UK. So, for example, Jesu and Sanjay are working at IMC in Bangalore. That's built in the UK. A lot of the work coming into India is one in Europe, built in Europe. And what we're saying is that India has to become more standard and so chiefly winning its own business and building that business in India. And not solely going on the UK and Europe to generate the business in India. I think we're in a good position to do that with three we've got the new sales and marketing person. It's just arrived. Carthag is freed up from operations and whatnot. So our successes, we should celebrate our successes with continued growth in staff. So when we opened in September 2011, with 8 people, now 52 people in India, not all in India, some in Europe, Germany, Andrews in Austria at the moment. So people working places where we're going from 8 to 52, which is good. Our reputation is growing as well. I think we have a good reputation with a lot of our customers. And the websites now are attracting good numbers. So when I stood up in April, we had 7,700. Since April, I stood up in October, we had 6,700 unique visitors This is now 12,554. These are good numbers. Remember, we're not Amazon, so we're not going to get millions of visitors. But the hardware verification, software testing services companies, and you can see that this is nearly doubled in a short period of time. And that's because we write papers, and we put presentations up there, DV Club is up there, verification futures is up there. And the highest hits we had in one day is 267, which is quite a high number for us. And we do have now 2% of communications. That's all getting together, so I'm told. So hopefully that will come quite soon, so people can start communicating more effectively internally. I thought that might be interesting just to see where the people come from for the website. So India is the most people, over 8,000 different people. This is not unique. This is not necessarily unique. These are the visits to the website. Since April.
Hope you guys are not listening.
There's not one day, isn't it? And also, it's quite a long duration to be on the website as well. That's quite a long duration. 6 minutes for somebody to be on a website. It's quite a long time. It shows they're reading something, or watching something, or reading a paper. Okay. Okay, so there's numbers. We even get some from Singapore. In the United States, we have a lot of hits. So that's a good market for us. Ready for the entry into the market. Okay. So going forward, we have the internal improvements, which Carl has already mentioned. Office in the US and Italy are important to us. Student orientation in India, I think we probably mentioned that first a year ago. Simple suggestion that about a year ago, and that's going to happen now. I think the Scarlet Government are looking for an auspicious day in April to kick that off. It's a very Indian way of doing it, I guess. But in the UK, we'll just kick it off on the 1st of April, but I think an auspicious day in India. VIP development. This is, I think, there's a couple of things here which we need to leverage. And VIP development is one of them. Okay, we have a library now. The work with Aldec is building up a library. The work with ST and Italy is building up a library of VIP, which at the moment really just sits on the shelf. We don't really get many resales from it. We need to leverage that. And we have to find a way of really building a roadmap. So every time we go and see someone, they say to us, if you had PCIe, I'd buy it. Because the only way they get PCIe is to go to Cadence and Synopsys. And Cadence and Synopsys, they have to, just turn out their pockets and just give loads and loads of money. It's very expensive. It's encrypted. It's license bound. So for example, we're trying to find a way of doing PCIe USB, but it's hard. There's a big protocol, quite a lot of investment. And our PCIe guy, expert Barger, is now on site. So it's hard for a company like us to say, send down Barger on site so you develop a speculative VLP. We have to find a way of doing it. One potential, I think, is we're speaking to Displaylink in Cambridge about just doing traffic generators or maybe some monitors. So you don't do the full VIP, you'll cut down a piece of VIP that allows you just to generate traffic. There's the much cheaper way. But we are developing some VIPs. We've got DSI for VIP. We're keeping it opportunistic in AMS, DFT, and post-silicon. So we did have a couple of AMS inquiries which we can't satisfy at the moment. DFT, hopefully, Singapore. Post-silicon, hopefully, sending Pisana, now Chennai, and back to NXP in Hamburg for another 6 months still. And then there's a short side. The short side is hopefully a big weapon for us in our market. As we said before, Infineon have asked us for a 3-year deal which secures the short side for 3 years going forward. They do speak to other companies on that. We speak to Alarm on that, we speak to lots of different companies. As soon as we've got a very stable release, which we think we'll have it after Q1, then it's the time to take on more customers. And that for us could be a good, we have this concept in the UK called the Trojan horse, which was, you heard of this? Trojan horse? So it gets you into a company, gets you in, and then once you're in, then you can start selling services. So all the consultants come on the horse to sell services. So this, the VIP should be a little bit like that as well.
Yeah.
So these things get you into companies because they're unique, they're different, it's the type of thing people need. So, probably a good time for questions. Maybe everyone's hungry, I don't know, but does anyone have any questions? It's a good chance to ask now. It doesn't matter what the question is, don't be shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've been talking to a guy in the US, he's got slightly cold feet. There's another guy, 2 more guys just speaking to him. You want to do it, you have to time it right. It costs a lot of money. You have to put the money behind it.
There's also this visa gaps.
Yeah. Yeah. So the question to those on the remote was, what about the US? We've been talking about, we were talking to a guy, he's starting to pull back, 2 other guys he's speaking to, and you just have to get it right. Because we've now got good visa processing for the UK, that works very well. Visa processing works in Germany well, Sweden works well. We rushed into Italy, the visa process didn't work. We would like to by our German visa people. And we haven't really got visa processing working in fast. So if you get too fast, you can make mistakes. But we want to. And also, if we've got a good VIP, a good assure sign, that helps us get into the markets a lot. So we just have to time it. Anyone else? Question? No? Sure. Well, not planning to buy it, not planning to have access to. So we're just doing a big deal with Cadence, which gives us, so the deal needed Denali, we needed Denali, so we get Denali. We wanted some AMS licenses, so we can do some AMS investigation, doing us, do some AMS investigation, getting those.
We're getting to IES.
See the AMS, what's that name licenses? Formality licenses. In terms of ease of working with these customers, Mentor are really good. They've given us 10 licenses for free. Okay? And that's what she was going to use for training. Arrowhead give us licenses because we could payments a little bit more quickly.
VIP licenses.
Yeah. Right, that comes down to something slightly different. So we are getting AHP, APP, hopefully it's okay. But you have to ask, why would they give us PCA VIP so we can develop PCA VIP? Only a stupid company would never say that VIP. So we have to do it differently. We have to find a partner who's selling design mappings. So what we're trying to find a design mapping partner. And one of the partnerships which isn't on here is we've got a sound partner who are partners with Alison. Alison will be design mapping. And they're now interested in their verification. So it should work, You should be able to go to a design IP company and say, look at the verification IP. So if they're developing PCA design IP, we say to them, well, we'll develop the IP alongside. We do the verification for free. because that allows us to get to the IP 100%. So it should be a big partnership. We can't find a partner. Very often we have partnership. The other thing which we're trying to do, so I mentioned displaying, displaying have design IP from one company, verification IP. So we use Synopsys design IP, cadence certification, both very expensive, very restrictive, and you can't keep that. Also, they've now taken out of this design IP, they've trusted. They've now just generation. So we're trying to persuade them to send us just like traffic generation. And then with that model, you work with the SOC company, just to try and generate traffic. Because when they get to, usually when they get to, if they've done IP verification, when they get to SOC level, they're just more interested in traffic generation. Because all you're trying to do is generate PCI packets onto the chip. You're not trying to do corner cases like you. So we're trying to persuade people that way as well. So we're looking for two types of partners. One is an SOC partner, where we can do maybe a lightweight VLP. Another one is a design IP partner, where we can do a full-blown VLP. But if you like, one of the tricks is to find the IP. So some of the IP we can get from Xilinx. We've got a Xilinx license, so we can generate the IPs. So I2C, for example, we can generate an I2C license. Does that make sense? But just on the licenses as well, we do get licenses from them, so lots of them, how they've got some cadence, slightly less of slightly more playful, it's not just middle of the play. They say, well, if you find a customer, a Synopsys customer, then we'll give you a license for 2 weeks just to check the work. Synopsys performance. But we're getting a nice big bundle from cadence now, we have to like 3 cadence now. So yeah, good. Another like paper for cadence. Any more? No? Any more questions?
Hello, Mike. We seem to have a problem with the sound. Hi all. I think we've lost the connection here. We'll wait a moment or two just in case they come back online. Hi all. It seems that we've lost the connection with Mike. I think we were pretty much near the end. So what I'll do is I'll end the webinar now. But if there's anything else, then I'll ask Mike to send me an email. So I'm going to end the webinar now in the hope that, if you did have any questions, I'm sure that Mike will be happy to answer them by email. Thanks very much.